Happy Saturday morning, everyone. I am in the greenhouse. It is not quite 9 o'clock. I'm moving slow because it's Saturday and it was a long week. But I have to get out here early because even though it's only like, I want to say probably 60, 65 outside, it's already almost 90 degrees in the greenhouse. Even with me opening up all the ventilation, it heats up very quick. But I just wanted to give an update on what's going on. So as you can see, the tomatoes are looking fabulous. I'm actually, as soon as I get done with this video, going to be sorting the tomatoes because priority is it's all about me. I'm going to be sorting out the varieties and enough for me to keep for my garden because I have to get those separated to make sure I don't sell myself short and not have tomatoes for my garden. But then that way I will know what I have available to sell. You know, every year some things are successful, some things are not successful. You always have some loss. Like, for example, here's this little tomato did not make it. I probably broke him off when I was repotting them up into their pots to travel in. And then there's a few out here. Also, some are smaller, which, you know, in another 2 weeks they'll be gangbusters. But I have some that are, for example, like up in here, here's a small one up in the forest of big ones. And they almost start to get choked out just in the greenhouse. So in order to give everybody the same opportunity to grow, I just have to sort them and put the smaller ones together and the larger ones together so everybody is not fighting for space. And you can see, I bet you this is a Brandywine because look at that big potato leaf and look at how tall she is. That's awesome. So, depending on how much progress I make on this today, I may actually have some tomatoes available for pickup tomorrow on Sunday. Tomorrow is Sunday, May something, 21st? I think today's the 20th. Isn't that terrible? I don't know what day it is. It's my day off. I don't keep track of the dates. So, yeah, they're looking great. The peppers, I have, most of these are jalapenos. I have a few other peppers. My peppers are a little bit behind. You can see they're not as big as the tomatoes, and it's just because it's been so cold this year. It was so cool, such a cool late spring. The peppers do not like that. The peppers have actually only been out in the greenhouse for not quite a week. I just moved them out here. They've still been in the house because it's been too cold to even have them in the greenhouse overnight, even though I have 2 heat lamps in here, and then this bottom string of patio lights are actually incandescent bulbs, so they put off some heat. The upper ones are the ones I use in the summer to work out here after dark, and they're LEDs, so they're not hooked up right now because they don't generate any heat for the plants. But I also have another heat lamp that's outside right now that I move in and put on this end to keep everybody nice and warm when the temps drop low at night. But the peppers, you don't want to put them out. You can put them out and they'll survive when the temps get a little bit below 50, but it actually stunts them and they won't be as productive all season long. So they've only been out here, like I said, about a week. And even in that week, they've probably grown a good inch. So it won't take them long to catch up as long as they don't have that cold, you know, snap that really affects them. So I'm going to get busy sorting out tomatoes, and I will do a post for those of you that want only tomatoes and not peppers. The peppers are probably not going to be ready to go until next weekend. Well, I mean, if you want them, you could take them, but you'll just have to babysit them and not, you know, put them out in your gardens for another week or two. So I was planning on the main plant sale being Saturday, June the 3rd for the Scott Valley-wide garage sale day. I'm definitely going to be prepared and ready to go then. Peppers are going to be ready to go by then too. Let me show you one other thing. You guys are not seeing my face this morning because I didn't even get dressed yet today. I just came out and started gardening. So my basil, I don't know how much basil I'm actually going to have available for sale in the next week or two. If I get time, I'm going to start some more because unfortunately, I think I got a bad batch of soil. I normally buy my soil from Shasta Forest Products, which is great soil. I mean, because I buy it by the cubic yard, and I think I got 2 yards this year. I'm not sure Jay picked it up, so it's a big pile around the other side of the house where I pot stuff up, and it's great soil. But I had stuff that needed to be potted up before I was able to get the dirt from Shasta Forest Products, so I bought some store brand soil in, emergency so I could start getting stuff in bigger pots. And I just think it was bad soil because everything that I potted up in it has ended up looking like this. You can see the difference even out of these that look good. I mean, so I'm not going to be selling these because I don't think that I wouldn't sell this to somebody. So in comparison, same plants, same start date, they've received all the same treatment and care. This is in the soil that I prefer. This is in what I think was bad soil. I mean, it literally just killed off a bunch of stuff. I mean, these were taller and they just started dying. I trimmed them up, trying to give them a second lease on life. I've taken them out of that soil at this point and put them in new soil, but it's too late for some of them. And not all, hi Jeff, what are you doing? Not all of them were potted up in that. As you can see, like these were in the new soil. These that look big and healthy are in the newer, better soil. So lesson learned, I'm not going to do that again. I need to make sure that I make an effort to get to Shasta Forest Products like in February and get my dirt here so that I'm not running behind. But I'm running behind on everything this year. I mean, it is a disaster. I have not even had a chance to weed. I've just been too busy. For those of you that don't know, I am in my final class to finish my bachelor's degree. It's a capstone class, and it's taking a lot of my time. So the garden has gone to the wayside, but I will be done the end of June, and then I won't have to do it anymore. So I'll be able to devote all my time to the garden. But tomato update, they look great. For those of you that have been reaching out and inquiring about the tomatoes, they will be ready to go very soon. Those of you that have reached out, if I do get through this task and job here today and I have some ready to go, I will reach out to you and let you know. And otherwise, they'll definitely be ready to go on June the 3rd. Have a great weekend, everybody.